Welcome to 2 a.m. musicals.
Night, Kathy. See you tomorrow.
Good night, darling. Take care of that throat. You're a big singer.
I have decided to highlight some of my favorite musicals. And just in case you did not spend your summer before your freshman year in high school renting every MGM big musical at Blockbuster Video, showing my age, the time was well spent. So that I can share with you some of my favorite moments, some of my favorite characters, and some of my favorite musicals that you might have seen, might not have seen. You might want to rent on Netflix next weekend. So my favorite musical of all time has to be Singing in the Rain. It stars Gene Kelly, Donald O'Connor, and Debbie Reynolds. Gene Kelly is an American singer, actor, director, dancer, choreographer. His athletic style of dancing and very good ballet technique completely transformed the choreography in film musicals. Co-starring with him was Donald O'Connor. Donald O'Connor came from a vaudeville family. He was 19 years old when he took this role as Gene Kelly's sidekick. Also, we have Debbie Reynolds, who is also 19. And she, of course, wait, do I hear the Imperial March? Yes, she is the mother of Princess Leia. She was 19 years old. She had no dancing experience whatsoever. Now, I've always heard or read rumors that said that Gene Kelly did not want Debbie Reynolds in the movie. And I watched an interview with Gene Kelly's wife, and she said that was absolutely not the case. Gene Kelly knew that she did not have any dance experience, and it didn't bother him whatsoever. He was used to training dancers, and he felt very confident that he could train Debbie Reynolds to perform these dances alongside him and Donald O'Connor, and he did. He would choreograph around their abilities and their strengths, and that is a really good choreographer. So let's get to the story, right? Now, the film takes place in the late 1920s when Hollywood was transitioning between the silent films. Yes, there were silent films, kids. They did not have audio. They weren't even in color. It was dark days. So the opening scene is at a premiere, and we have Don Lockwood and Lena Lamont, and they are the screen royalty of the late 1920s in the film. They're arriving for their premiere of their show, and the costumes are gorgeous because I absolutely love the fur around Lena. I love the white fedora, the white jacket on Gene Kelly. He's all tan. He's got a beautiful jawline. I mean, he's just perfect. So after the screening of the show, of course, the Hollywood stars take the stage and thank their audience, and they walk off stage. And here we are presented with the first problem or obstacle that the film has to offer. I'll just play it for you.
Yeah, Lena, you look pretty good for a girl.
For heaven's sake, what's the big idea? Can't a girl get a word in edgewise? After all, they're my public, too.
Lena, the publicity department, Rod here, thought it would be much better if Don made all the speeches for the team.
Why?
Lena, you're a beautiful woman. Audiences think you've got a voice to match. The studio's got to keep their stars from looking ridiculous at any cost.
No one's got that much money.
Yes. Poor Lena. Her voice is squeaky, and she's not incredibly bright. Well, later on, I think you'll find out that she's very bright. She's kind of crazy like a fox, but she is not that smart. She is beautiful on screen. Her talking voice is lacking, and she is in love with Don Lockwood. Gossip columnists are always printing stories about Don Lockwood and Lena Lamont in this wonderful love affair. Don Lockwood, who is the humble actor who really does care about his work and the quality of it, and then we have Lena Lamont, who is the superficial, yes, I am a Hollywood movie star, and what could be better? So they're going to a party after the premiere, and Don Lockwood gets mobbed by his fans and ends up in the car with one very young Debbie Reynolds. Now, Don is intrigued by her, and he tries to put the moves on her, and she is just not having any of it because she is Debbie Reynolds and because she is Princess Leia's mom. And it kind of ruffles Don Lockwood's feathers. So she drops him off at the Hollywood park after giving him a really good talking down to. And our humble pie actor, Don Lockwood, walks into the party. Later, to find out that the oh high and mighty person that saved him from the mob, Kathy Selden, is actually a Coconut Grove dancer. And she jumps out of cake.
I have a delicious surprise. It's a very special cake. I want you kiddies to have the first piece.
Oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Sing summer, winter, autumn, and spring, and were there more than 24 hours a day, they'd be spent in sweet content, dreaming away.
Seems to intrigue Dawn even more when they meet up at the party. And of course, if you remember, Lena Lamont is very much in love with Don Lockwood, and she doesn't take to Dawn's flirting with Kathy very well. And something happens and it's fabulous, and you're gonna have to watch the movie to find out. So after this unfortunate event between Lena and Kathy Selden and the jealousy going on for Don Lockwood, unfortunately, Kathy Selden mysteriously gets fired, and Don Lockwood, who is completely intrigued with her, cannot find her. So he's feeling a little low. So as he arrives to the set of the new silent film that he's making with Lena, he's feeling a little depressed. Enter Donald O'Connor,
The show must go
19
on.
years
Come rain,
old.
come shine, come snow, come
He
sleet.
performs
The show must go on.
Make 'em Laugh. Gene Kelly often said that Donald O'Connor was one of the best improvisational artists he ever knew. Most of the dance and the routine used in Make It Laugh was from him just waiting for them to set the lights and the camera, and he would just entertain the other cast members in the crew by doing funny stuff, and they said, "Hey Donald, why don't you put that in?" And he did. So it really is a testament to his improvisational skills. It is a fun number, it is an energetic number, and I really wish that I could run and do backflips off a wall.
Make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh. Make 'em laugh.
We learn that the silent movie that Dawn and Lena were going to film has been shut down. Why? Because the jazz singer has come onto the scene. But during the shutdown, we actually have good news. And the good news is that they're going to start making lots and lots of talkies. And that is when, yes, we find Kathy Selden. And where is she? She's on the movie lot, of course. So they're going to turn the silent film into a talkie. I mean, what could go wrong, right?
Ta-te-tee-to-too.
Right.
No, no, Miss Lamont, round tones, round tones.
Enter the diction coaches.
Moses supposes his toes are roses. But Moses supposes erroneously. Moses, he knows his toes aren't roses. As Moses supposes his toes is...
So unfortunately, the diction coach for Lena failed. Big surprise. And the equipment that is all brand new to the Hollywood studio, they weren't quite masters of it. And we go to the premiere. And it's bad. It's really bad.
Somebody get paid for writing that dialogue?
What's that?
The sound. It's out of synchronization.
No, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
No, no, no.
Yes, yes, yes.
So Don is rethinking his life choices. Kathy and Cosmo are there. And they are not going to let that happen. They're not going to let Don give up. I mean, Don was great in vaudeville. He can sing, he can dance, he can act. Why not turn this terrible talkie movie into a musical? It's a great idea, right? We get Good Morning. We get the dance number, Good Morning. Reynolds, who started this movie project, can keep up with them. It's brilliant, it is fun, and the last scene that I am going to show you where they are jumping over the couch actually took 40 takes. Gene Kelly was known to be a perfectionist and a taskmaster. Enjoy. And just let me say, I'm all about the blue tap shoes. I mean, since I think I saw this movie when I was 9 years old, and I have been obsessed with her blue tap shoes for, dare I say it, 40 years. Come up with a plan, all right? They are going to dub Lena's voice with Kathy's voice. And they're going to do it while Lena doesn't know that she's on the lot, because remember, Lena is still in love with Don Lockwood and she hates Kathy Selden. Don and Cosmo go and they pitch it to the head of the studio. He says great. So during their pitch, we also get to see what they're going to do with the movie itself. And we get a great Broadway melody, dance sequence, and we get the cherry on top is Gene Kelly and Sid Charisse, whose legs go on forever in this green dress. We get a dance with them, which was censored by the studio. You can see the cut because as dancers sometimes do, and it doesn't mean anything, Sid Charisse actually wrapped one of her legs around Gene Kelly's waist, and the studio said, no, we're not going to do that. So darn it. Funny thing about MGM, the actual studio, making a movie about a studio making a movie and dubbing, guess what? Not that we want to make it weird or anything. There's a scene in the movie where we see Kathy Selden singing the song Would You. Actually, that is not Debbie Reynolds' voice. That is someone else's. Actually dubbed Debbie Reynolds' voice, dubbing Gene Hagen's voice. Because it's Hollywood. That's why.
He holds her in his arms. Would you? Would
You
And
and
if
the girl were
I, would you? Would you?
And just one more thing. Not that it couldn't get any weirder. When Debbie Reynolds dubs Gene Hagen's voice in the loop session, they actually dubbed, this is so confusing, they actually dubbed Debbie Reynolds' voice, dubbing Gene Hagen's voice with Gene Hagen. So when you hear in the looping session, Debbie Reynolds saying, "Our love will last till the stars turn cold," that is actually not Debbie Reynolds' speaking voice. That is Gene Hagen's speaking voice. Gene Hagen, who played Lena Lamont. Gene Hagen had a beautiful, rich toned voice, and I actually found her actual singing voice, and I would like to play that for you too.
So swell to keep every home fire burning for.
And then we come to the most iconic musical dance scene, in my opinion, and it is Singing in the Rain. Gene Kelly was 39 years old, and I want to remind you that not only was he starring in this film, he was also directing this film, and he was choreographing this film. During filming of this dance, yes, Gene Kelly was sick. Some say 101 fever, some say 103 fever, just depends on who you ask. It took a day and a half to shoot, which according to some people, a day of shooting to Gene Kelly was anywhere from 14 to 18 hours. So that kind of gives you an idea. He was sick. He was running in his wet clothes. Of course, they had the entire set tarped with the rain coming in. No, they did not use milk to make the rain show up. That is actually just incredible cinematography. There's a lot of genius lighting techniques going on there. Anyway, so Gene Kelly would come in, they would do a shot with the dancing, and then he would leave that area of the lot, go outside the tarp, check it on the reel. If it was good, it was good. If he had to adjust, he would come back on. The run up to the scene where Don is singing in the rain is he is full of hope. He has found his girl, he has found his calling, and he is just going to sing in the rain.
I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain. What a glorious feeling, I'm happy again. I'm laughing at clouds so dark up above. The sun's in my heart and I'm ready for love. Let the stars.
So I'm going to leave you there. Am I going to tell you how it all turns out? Absolutely not.
Come on with the rain, I've a smile on my face.
This has been a fun little 2 a.m. chat about Singing in the Rain. How does the musical turn out? Does Lena find out that Kathy has been dubbing her voice? You're just going to have to find out by watching the movie. Does it have a happy ending? Absolutely it has a happy ending because it is a Hollywood musical.
I'm happy again. Dancing and singing